Welcome to this week's episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy. I'll bring you the latest news and what's going on around NASCAR. We'll hit the highlights from last week's race, and I'll give you my fantasy picks for this upcoming week. Join John and I for all things fantasy, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun while we do it. Stick around. Holly's Racing Fantasy is sponsored by Fifth Down Fantasy. For the latest NFL news and pro football and NASCAR picks, trust the gang over at Fifth Down Fantasy. Since 2016, Fifth Down Fantasy has been a favorite destination for football fanatics looking for smart and savvy advice and analytics. Visit fifthdownfantasy.com today. Fifth Down Fantasy, real fantasy advice by and for real fantasy players. It has been a long 2 weeks here on Holly's Racing Fantasy.
Long 2 weeks.
I feel so weird. How you doing, John?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. So
I just bumped the microphone.
That's okay.
Well,
no one cares.
No one cares.
No one who's listening cares.
Yeah.
Sonoma was a couple weeks ago in California.
Yeah. How did it go?
It was a road race. I don't know. I'm probably the only one who watched it.
Yeah.
John was traveling that day, so
I didn't see anything.
He didn't see any of it. And then, I kept texting my dad, and he's like, I was outside all day, so he wasn't watching it.
All I know is that at one point you text me that Ryan Blaney might win this thing, or at least have a decent finish.
My God. That's
and I was
right.
all excited,
I did.
Then I found out,
no, it didn't. No. Ryan Blaney had the absolute worst day all day. Mm-hmm. But then toward the end, he pitted early.
Okay.
And then everybody else had to pit, and because there was a caution. But because he had already pitted early, he was able to stay in the front. And I thought, oh my God.
Yeah.
But you know what? It just wasn't meant to be.
No.
So he spun out or got hit or something.
Right.
It's so long ago, I can't remember what happened.
Wow.
And he ended up 22nd.
Yeah, he did really good.
I know. No, not even 22nd. I can't remember. I got there. Oh, 31st.
31st.
Yeah, it was an absolute horrible day. I blew my entire fantasy season.
Yeah.
Because my 3 fantasy drivers for this week in Sonoma were Denny Hamlin, who finished 36th. Mm-hmm. Tyler Reddick, who again was promising and got all day. That just screwed up.
Yeah.
He finished 33rd.
Okay.
And then my backup driver, Eric Jones, finished 32nd.
Eric Jones has been
a bust.
He better really look for a new job.
I know.
I don't know.
I know. I feel
bad. He's been terrible.
Yeah. Well, he's getting off of my fantasy team.
Yeah.
But
bye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
But you know who finished first was Martin Truex Jr.
Yeah.
He was my bold pick last week, everybody. Yeah. So for those of you who picked him, congratulations.
Yeah.
He did a fantastic job. He pushed it, and he was up front the whole time. Yeah, I know. I couldn't pick him because I picked him the week before.
Yeah.
Then Kyle Busch, my brilliant pick from last week, finished second.
Nice.
Surprisingly enough, Joey Logano came in third. Mm-hmm. Chris Buescher fourth.
Ooh.
And Chase Elliott, also on my list last week, finished fifth.
Hey.
I know.
I just should have went with someone better.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. That's all right. Tyler Reddick is struggling, but he'll get back on the he'll get back up there, but just not quite yet. Maybe the Chicago road course over the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Chicago street race.
Yeah.
I think that the Chicago street race is going to go to one of the young guys because they're crazy enough to just go wild.
Yeah.
Or it's going to go to a nutcase older guy like Kyle Busch or Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that next week. So the Sonoma, I really don't have a lot to report because I watched it by myself. And so I took little notes and then I can't remember what my notes meant. So just to recap, I'll finish off the top 10. 5th place, Chase Elliott. AJ Allmendinger was 6th. My God, he's a road course racer. Did we not think to even, we could have picked AJ Allmendinger instead of Tyler Reddick.
Anybody.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Michael McDowell, 7th.
Yeah.
Kyle Larson, always in there. He's 8th. Christopher Bell was 9th, which I did not expect.
Yeah.
And rounding out the top 10 was Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain.
Absolutely.
He did not Chastain anybody, did he?
He didn't, but I think he just got up there because there was a lot of, cautions and slowdowns and people like off pit cycles. Very strange because when they had the stages, they didn't have any mandatory pit stops. Like they didn't caution at the stages.
Oh.
Like here's the stage and we just keep going.
Ah.
Yeah. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know. It made it really interesting.
Yeah.
So that's how Sonoma went.
Okay.
That's over and done with. And this week we move on to Nashville Superspeedway. I mean, is it really a super speedway? I don't know.
It's not really, right, but it races like a speedway.
It races like a speedway. Concrete. Yeah. It's the longest concrete track in NASCAR.
Wow.
Which is very interesting. But it's only like 1.33 miles. Ooh. So it's like it's almost like an intermediate. It's almost like a mile and a half intermediate. So it kind of goes like that. Okay. Now the boys have only been here twice. Let me tell you a little bit interesting about Nashville Superspeedway. They opened in 2001, and they hosted the Truck Series, Xfinity, and IndyCar. Okay. But they always wanted a Cup Series race, and they never would. The Cup Series did not race there. Oh. So they closed 10 years later in 2011.
Wow.
I know.
Okay.
So then they changed ownership and they reopened in 2021.
Wow.
And this is the second time the Cup Series has been there, which is very funny. When I was doing my research, there's actually a few current Cup Series drivers who raced on this track when they were in the Truck Series and Xfinity.
Oh, they might have a little bit of an advantage.
I mean, maybe, but then I looked at how they did the last 2 years and they did crappy. None of them were on my list this week.
Oh, all right.
Well, no one.
Okay.
But still, the people that raced there before were Kyle Busch and Joey, Austin Dillon, which seems like, what was he, 12 when he was racing there? I don't know.
Get a big wheel.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski. But they've all done pretty, other than Kevin Harvick, they haven't done that great in the last 2 years here. But then again, who knows? I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
I'll get to my picks when I get to that.
Okay.
So other than that, that's the Sonoma recap.
Okay.
I thought it was fun. I liked watching it, but again, it wasn't the same watching it by myself.
There you go.
All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out of here and we're going to go over to NASCAR news.
Okay.
Couple of, little bit of, I guess.
A little bit of news?
Little bit of news.
Probably not too much.
Probably not too much.
This might be a short show.
This is going to be a short show.
Yeah, because there's not.
For anybody who actually listens.
Yeah,
which is like, I don't know.
All Baker's dozens of you.
All Baker dozen of you are listening. So.
Yeah. But it's for you.
Yeah, because there's no Cooter and there's no Sexy Booth Talk this week either. Because Cooter's in Nashville right now.
Yeah.
My God, that mouse is probably hitting up every rodeo bar in town.
Yeah, he's making his bucket list,
Yeah, I think so.
3 years. You gotta get it in, man. Hey, if someone told you had 3 years to live.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's your whole life. You try to do some
stuff, right? Well, yeah,
well, his 3 years is like our 80.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I guess.
Yeah. All right, let's come back and we'll hit up the news.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Okay, NASCAR news coming right up on Holly's Racing Fantasy.
All right, let's hear the news.
I'm so lucky that breaking news came out today before I recorded my podcast.
Wait, pass me the envelope.
Okay, here's the envelope.
Okay, I got it.
The envelope is they announced who is going to replace Kevin Harvick in the number 4 for Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024.
I might have an idea on this.
I'm sure you do.
Someone who has raced this year.
Correct.
And has done very well, even though he's never really been up here.
Correct.
And he's a great guy.
Yes, indeed.
Go for it.
You go for it.
All right. Josh Berry.
Josh Berry. Applause. Josh Berry will be replacing Kevin Harvick next year.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because he did so good and he worked so hard. And that is, it really is.
Yeah.
They need someone like him on that team to rally the troops, man.
And you probably don't have to pay him a ton.
True.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He likes berries, so.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So he'll be there with Ryan Preece and Chase Chase Briscoe.
Okay.
And I don't know about Eric Almirola or not. There's been rumors about
Retiring,
him
right?
retiring,
Possibly.
but we've heard that before too.
Yeah, we have.
So I don't know, but maybe it's time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time.
Eric has not done so well,
That's true.
so maybe he's ready.
Yeah. And also, and Noah Gragson, who was out at Sonoma because he had a concussion.
Okay.
He will return to the track in Nashville on Sunday.
Okay.
So he's coming back.
He'll be back to finish badly. He has not done very well as he did in Xfinity.
I know.
Unlike his best friend, Ty Gibb.
Yeah, I know. Ty Gibbs has had some good finishing.
Yeah, he's done okay.
Yes, he has. He has. He's gotten better as we've gone along through the season.
Yeah.
Do you know that Martin Truex Jr. right now is the leader in the point standings?
Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Because this guy couldn't win a race last year.
No.
That's NASCAR, folks.
And he missed the playoffs last year completely.
And that's why you tune in every Sunday.
That's why you tune in. Yes, absolutely.
Because you never know.
You don't ever know.
And it's usually not even the driver. It's usually something with the car, the pit.
Exactly.
Something sometimes.
Bad luck. Mm-hmm.
Bad luck. Mm-hmm.
He's the only Toyota in the top 5 right now. William Byron is second, of course.
Wow.
Ryan Blaney is third. Mm-hmm. Ross Chastain is fourth. And Kevin Harvick is fifth in the standings.
Wow.
I know, it's pretty
That's
interesting.
kind of hard to believe.
I know, because there's only 9 or 10 races left until the playoffs start.
Wow.
I know.
That's incredible.
I know.
Yep.
So in it right now, you want to hear the rundown? I already gave you the first 5, okay?
Okay, keep going.
Kyle Busch is 6th.
Okay.
Christopher Bell.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin.
Yep.
Joey Logano.
Yep.
Kyle Larson.
Okay.
Chris Buescher is in the playoff running right now.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah. Brad Keselowski. Tyler.
Brad?
Yes.
A bottle of Brad?
I know.
He hasn't even won a race.
Brad has not won any, but he's had 3 top 5s and 6 top 10s.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Good for Brad.
I know.
All right, Brad, let's get a win and seal the deal.
No doubt. Tyler Reddick.
Okay.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. because
Ricky.
of the Daytona 500.
Right, Ricky Bobby.
Right now, Bubba Wallace is in.
Wow.
And Alex Bowman is just hanging on.
Hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Chase?
Chase Elliott is 27th.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why he's got to win. He has got to win a race or he does not get in.
Yep.
He's not getting in on points.
He's only got 10 more. 10 more?
Yeah.
10 more chances.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got to win it.
Yeah, none of them. I mean, at the bottom of the barrel is Chase Briscoe, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, Almirola.
Okay.
None of them. Frickin' Todd Gillian is above Chase Elliott.
My buddy Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Todd's got a Corvette.
Oh, see, we mentioned him, so
Yeah,
now.
there's Todd Gillian.
I know.
All right, he's going to come in 8th.
Yep. Oh, good. I like it.
I think he's going to come in 8th.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
He's going to have a big cowboy hat in his car.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
That'd be funny.
It would be.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for the NASCAR news right now.
That sounds good.
I guess we're going to go to the picks because,
We'll get some more entertainment going from Nashville.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, all right. Let's get to those picks.
All right, buddy. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, here come the picks for
I can't wait to hear them.
the Ally 400 at Nashville Superspeedway.
Yee-hoo!
The intermediate track that rides like a speedway, Superspeedway.
Oh, that's almost sexy.
Oh, because I said it rides
It
like
rides.
the Superspeedway.
Hey.
Everybody's going to miss your voice this week.
Yeah.
I mean, the sexy booth talk guy.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Oh, ooh, it's getting warm in here now.
Yeah, turn the sexy filter off.
All right, you better.
All right.
Okay, first up, Chase Elliott.
Oh.
Because you know what? He's got, like we just said, he's got to win to get in.
Yep.
So he's going to try his damnedest at every single race. You could pretty much count on Chase Elliott
Yeah.
as long as he doesn't do something stupid.
As long as he doesn't put someone into the wall.
Right, but
like
here's
Denny Hambone.
But here's the thing: he has won one race here. He won one of the 2 races in Nashville.
That's a good pick then.
So that's a good pick.
I like that idea.
And the other race, he finished in the top 10. So he's here. He's good. He's in.
Okay, Chase.
Yep. Number 2, Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Because it's Kyle Larson.
Because it's Kyle
for
Larson.
Pete's
How
sake.
could you not?
And he's also has, he won here as well. He won the other race. And he finished in the top 5 in the race that he didn't win.
Yeah. Guess who I'm going with?
Yeah, I have a feeling. I have a feeling a lot of people will.
Kyle Larson.
Well, here's something interesting for you.
Okay.
Third, Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney.
Yeah. Now
so I might have a shot to actually go on a limb with somebody.
Yeah, the first time he was here, he had an accident. He started off good, but he got into an accident.
Okay.
And the second time he finished 4th or something. He finished in the top 5.
Oh, okay.
Last year.
Right.
So, good idea.
Cool.
Okay, here's some bold sleeper NASCAR fantasy picks.
Okay.
I think Kevin Harvick.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know what? This year
You said to not pick Kevin Harvick because he's kind of in a retirement mode.
I know. Well, when I was going through my list, the pickings were real slim.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Is he really not racing? Come on. It's Kevin Harvick.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying he's going to win.
Right.
But he does still finish in the top 10.
Right. Okay.
So if you're like, hey, I just need a good finish.
Yeah.
Kevin Harvick.
Okay.
He finished in the top 5 here one year, and then he finished in the top 10 the other year. So he's been top 10 here both seasons.
He's top 10, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, why not?
Hey.
Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain. How can you not pick the Chastain?
Again, both years he finished top 10.
There you go.
And I think that he's been behaving too much. Mm-hmm. He had a break.
He's putting a cowboy hat, the giant cowboy hat on his car.
He's putting a giant watermelon cowboy hat on his car.
And he's going to freaking cruise to first place.
Yeah, misbehaving.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other sleeper pick is Christopher Bell. He's the only other driver out there that has finished in the top 10 both times.
Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there you have it for the bold and the beautiful.
All right.
The bold and the brilliant.
Ring my bell.
Ding a ding ding.
Ring my bell.
Ding ding.
All right.
For the people that you might not have success with here, because both times these 3 drivers did not even crack the top 10.
Okay.
And they barely finished top 20.
Okay.
And that is Tyler Reddick.
Okay.
Who is he's on such a cold streak right now. I back off of him until maybe like I said, maybe Chicago. We'll see.
Okay.
Alex Bowman.
Okay.
I'm not saying
even though he's driving the ally car.
You know what though? I don't. That could bite me in the ass.
That could.
Because Alex Bowman very well could come around, but he hasn't even cracked the top. He's been in the 20th at both. I don't know.
Might not be a safe bet.
He's not a safe bet.
Right.
And Brad Keselowski is not a safe bet either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottle of Brad. Save him till next week. Okay.
You know
Becomes
what I mean?
finer like wine.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
So your best bet finishes for the NASCAR Fantasy LA 400 at Nashville Superspeedway are Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, and Ryan Blaney. If you want a good sleeper, Kevin Harvick, Ross Chastain, or Christopher Bell. And you're taking your chances with Reddick, Bowman, and Keselowski. And those, my friend, are my picks. And you know what? I'm sticking to them. If you like what you're hearing, follow me on Facebook at Holly's Racing Fantasy for a little more information here and there. You can listen to the latest episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy every Friday whenever there's a Cup Series race, wherever you get your podcasts. Or subscribe to Holly's Racing Fantasy on YouTube for current and past episodes. Thanks. I know. It's the end of the show already.
It is the end of the show.
It's really short.
It's a little short this week because
really
of the
is.
break and
vacations.
The news is 2 weeks.
Yeah, news is 2 weeks old, but so we're gonna get back to it. Cooter's gonna be around for Nashville, and
he is.
I'm hoping we get some sexy booth talk.
I'm sure we will. See what them NBC boys have to say.
Oh man, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, they're honoring Carl Edwards this week.
Carter?
What did I say?
I think you said Carter.
I think my mouth got
Carlo.
Carl.
Carl Edwards.
Carl Edwards. Yes, because you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Is he has had the most wins at this track. When it was open, he had the most wins in Xfinity when it was open.
They're going to shoot him out of a submarine.
No, don't.
Quiet. Not a submarine, but the subway cannon. And he's going to do like backflip in the air.
Subway cannon.
I said submarine. Tensions are high.
I know.
Breaking news. Carl Edwards being shot in the Ukraine out of a cannon.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
John had an interesting time away this week. John, what'd you do when you were away?
I got to tell you of one thing I did.
Please do. Tell us all.
I did other things.
Yeah.
But I met Daryl Strawberry.
Yes, you did.
I did.
That's exciting.
My brother-in-law, Derek.
Yes.
He got my father-in-law, Pops.
Yep.
And my nephew, Alex. Special tickets. We got to meet Daryl Strawberry.
Very cool.
Shake his hand. We got a picture taken with him.
That is cool.
And he could sign one item, anything we got. And my brother-in-law bought Derek. He got these cards for us all to sign.
Yep.
When some were Mets and some of them was a New York Yankee.
Nice.
And we had Speedies.
Nice.
Those are chicken Speedies.
Yep.
For those of you who
those
don't
are
know what
strictly
a Speedy
from
is.
Binghamton, New York.
That's from
Speedies.
Binghamton. Because it was a Rumble Ponies. Well, actually, they were the strawberry shortcakes that night.
That's so funny.
Just for him, Daryl Strawberry.
Yes.
And he was a really cool. Everyone says that he was a really nice guy.
I bet.
But he really was.
That's
he was
so
upbeat.
Nice.
And my father-in-law tried to get him back playing with the Yankees.
I bet he did.
He said, "Man, you look great. We could use you." He said, "Oh man, I don't know," but he did say,
Yeah.
He said the Yankees will be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They probably will.
They'll probably make it just to make us all mad.
Exactly.
And lose in the playoffs.
Oh my gosh, that's another podcast.
That's a whole other podcast.
I wish next year.
Yeah.
Next year we may switch to that because I don't know if I don't get more listeners on this damn NASCAR.
7 people.
Everybody,
come on. No,
can everybody get a friend to listen?
Please.
I don't care. Freaking put it on in the background and go freaking clean your toilet. Go do something else. You don't even have to listen.
Airplay.
Just get some airplay.
Because we're not giving up.
No, go on YouTube.
We're gonna come back with
oh yeah,
stupid podcasts.
We will. You wait.
Yeah. Well, mice.
You'll
we'll
see.
talk about mice and stuff.
Yeah, we will.
Snakes.
Yes, and also my mother-in-law is now here for 3 weeks.
She is.
So
that was my main reason of going to New York, was to bring her down.
Yes, it was. And so now she's here with us for a few weeks. So she'll probably listen to this with us this week, which is funny. She'll listen to the podcast this weekend.
Yep.
So that would be fun.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
It's going to be great.
You got her here in one piece, John.
I did.
I'm proud of you.
I did.
You did.
I did. And I'll tell you, the roads are crazy. There's a lot of crazy people out there.
There sure are. And not on the track either.
No, and
these
not
are crazier people off the track than they're on the track.
You are safer on the NASCAR track than you are on 81 or 95.
Oh, you absolutely are.
I'm telling you right now.
You absolutely are.
You
right.
are, seriously.
It's true.
But I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Derek.
And
then me and your dad, we went, we went out to eat.
That's nice.
We went out to eat and we were there 4 hours because we just started talking. And they were nice enough to let us, sit there.
That is nice.
That's Michelangelo's in
Binghamton. Binghamton, New York. Yeah. A nice Italian restaurant.
It was fantastic. I had chicken marsala. He had
chicken parm.
Chicken parm.
Nice.
Oh my God, it looked amazing too. But we closed them down, man. 4 hours.
That is funny.
It was great, and it didn't feel like it because we were just yabbing about everything.
That's a good time.
It was a good time to catch up.
That is nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
While John was gone, I didn't really do much of anything.
No, you didn't.
I read.
You worked.
I worked my rear end off in this house.
You did.
Oh my God.
The house is immaculate.
It's immaculate. I was tired.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was, and I got read a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was pretty.
But it was peaceful because I wasn't here.
It was very peaceful because OCD John was not here.
No, I wasn't there.
So it was kind of just like
I was eating Italian and Speedies and hanging out with my brother Jay.
I know. Yes, that was good too.
Yeah,
that was fun
I did some VR.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh my
God! Really?
It's amazing.
Oh.
I haven't even told you about it.
I'd get sick.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
No, I'm telling you how.
I don't know.
No, you got to do the right things. There are things that will make you sick. I'm not kidding you. But there are things that are just visually cool. Just cool. You won't get sick. You're going to do it. You're doing it, babe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing before we go. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem and would like to get help, call the National Gambling Addiction Hotline.
I'm stuck in a slot machine.
It's 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER.
Pat, can you get a phone in here?
You know what? They make them so thin now. I could probably slip one in there.
You might be able to save him. Who is that guy?
I don't know.
Every time you do that.
I wonder if he'll actually get help from his gambling addiction at the end of the season.
Maybe by the end of the season.
I don't know.
We'll get him in a rehab.
NASCAR does move to NBC this week, everybody.
That's right.
So remember that.
Our innings a little longer because, the show is a little short. So.
Yeah. So NASCAR's going to be on NBC, and then I think NBC the next 2 weeks, then it's going to go over to the USA for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yes, for a long time.
Wow.
I know. Well, we'll see.
Let's enjoy it.
Before
you know it'll be football.
God, before you know it'll be football, and it'll be annoying baseball's parts because our teams won't be in.
Yeah. I don't know if the Mets are going to even make it.
That's another podcast again. All right. So everybody, you know what?
Sounds
be
good.
safe
We'll
this
leave you
week.
alone.
Happy summer.
Happy.
It's summer started this week.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourselves.
Enjoy it.
Stay cool. Don't let this hot weather get to you.
Start chilling in your life, people.
Start relaxing in your life.
Put the phones down.
Put the phones down.
Get a margarita.
Absolutely.
Sit outside and just feel the breeze.
Yes. Take some deep breaths.
Deep breaths.
Be
Nothing's
calm.
worth it.
Nothing is worth it. Nothing is worth going crazy and getting upset and going nuts over. For God's sake. Yeah. And there's some people out there I'm talking to.
I don't know who you're talking to.
Treat your partners with love and affection.
Yeah.
Don't be mean to them.
Yeah, I know.
Don't give them a hard time.
Yeah.
And you know who you are.
You know how long you got.
That's right, man. Damn.
I'll be nicer to you.
I'm not talking to you. You're nicer. You're nicer.
Yeah.
So that's about it for this week, everybody. Thank you all for listening.
Okay.
And I hope that you'll keep listening and
we'll see
you tell two friends and they'll tell two friends and so on and so on. And so, remember those Breck commercials?
Yeah, I do.
From the 70s?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
No, I do
Not
remember.
that I'm that old. Not that we're that old.
No, I was born in 83. But
we see it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I was not born in 83.
No, I was not either. All right, everybody. Have a good week. Thank you so much.
Sounds good.
Race on.
Race on.